Hello, Gems. Today I am clearly at home and I am here to celebrate the fact that I just made YouTube partner. Yay! And I wanted to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone who watches and comments and shares my content. It has meant so much to me. I started this channel in July of 2023. So it's been a little bit over a year. And I have tried to upload once a week or so. And yeah, so I just appreciate everyone watching my content. It means a lot. So I thought I would do a Q&A because I've never done that before, and you're probably wondering what's her name? Who is this person? So I thought that I would have a seat and explain my journey here. And I also asked on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok if anybody had any questions to send them in, and I would read them off here. So I'll do that as well. So, question number one, who am I? I'm Shelley, and I am a tech content creator. That is my day job. So, I make content that helps people learn tech skills, programming, and some communication skills as well. I have created over 20 online courses on a few platforms, including LinkedIn Learning. And so I really love to make content, and I started this channel to help me and my husband make more current content with current trends and styles. And so, my husband Jason, he is a editor, so he has helped a lot with editing all the vlogs. And so his thing was that he actually suggested that I start this channel because he wanted to learn Premiere Pro, which is the main editing software out there. Previously, he only knew Camtasia, which is specifically for like tech content. So he was interested in learning on the job and practicing and all of that stuff. And hey, now he has a job editing in Premiere Pro. So that ended up working really well for him after only a year of experience. So I started making tech content in 2015. So it's been 9 years. And when I say that, I'm just like, I can't believe I've been making content for 9 years, but that's what it is. And so I really enjoy it as well. My part in this, starting this channel, I wanted to work on my on camera persona. So even though I've made content for 9 years, you can always improve your performance and editing technology and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to get more comfortable speaking into a camera because my online content is mainly voiceover. So I'm standing in front of a microphone, and at home here in my home studio, I have like three microphones. I got this one, and I got another one in the corner. It's an interesting performance aspect of this that I wanted to make sure I had down. Having to be comfortable in front of a camera is not an easy task. You're talking into a lens and there's no one there, and you have to pretend someone's there. So yeah, but I've been having so much fun with it, and I can't believe that now I've grown to the point where I'm monetized across multiple platforms, and I can bring more content to you, content that I like to make for fun. Whereas my tech content, that's my job. And of course that is also fun. Content is content, but I really like Disney content. It's what I make most, or what I watch most on YouTube. So this next question is from Rebecca on Instagram. When did you become a Disney fan? So I don't remember. I think my whole life I was just exposed to it. It's actually my mom. Hi, mom. I know you're watching, and she always loved Disney, so she, exposed us to it early on. My first trip to Disney World was in 1988. I was little. And it just, at first, I hated it. I hated it so much. I was homesick, and, I have like anxiety, and the crowds just, didn't love that. And then my dad took me on the teacups. And I always tell this story because it was just like bam, or bam, there, snap. I loved it. He spun me around real fast, and we just laughed and laughed. And it's just my core memory of the actual moment that it happened, that I got it, that I understood why people loved this place. And ever since then, I was hooked. My family traveled here to Florida from Maryland originally, and I just loved coming here every year. We would stay at the Floridian mainly, was our kind of home resort, but also stayed at the Poly Contemporary, and all kinds of other resorts I've stayed at. Maybe not half of them, but a lot of them. So yeah, I was comfortable here. I feel safe, especially, and it's just a very spiritual aspect of me to connect with my inner child, especially. And I think that that's what people don't get, that connecting with your inner child is so important to keep yourself a little bit carefree and just overall happier, letting yourself, your emotions swell up with happiness. I always say that walking into Disney is like getting punched in the face with happiness. They just really lay it on you. This next question is from Kate on TikTok. Why do you call your audience gems? Because you are precious to me. You are precious gems. And you're special, you sparkle and shine, and I just really love having you here in this group. I appreciate you. And of course, gems, tiaras, that's my brand. So that's why you're called gems. And yeah, if you ever see me out in the parks, please do say hi. I've gotten stopped a couple times, which is funny because on YouTube, I mean, I don't have that many subscribers, but on TikTok, I do. So yeah, and I'm always super pleased to talk to you and hear, your experiences and stuff. This question is also from Kate on TikTok. Do you eat all that food? I do not eat everything that I review, especially if I'm alone, then I can't eat. So I purchase more than I can eat, and then I take containers actually, and yeah, take stuff home. Sometimes, actually most of the time, I'm alone. I take food home to Jason. Can you imagine getting DoorDash, Uber Eats, or something from Disney World? He is so lucky. Last week I was at the Food and Wine festival, and I took home noodles and a shrimp skewer. So he was able to have that for lunch. That's how I do. Yeah, containers. Now, this next one comes from multiple people across multiple platforms. Your hands are shaky. Are you okay? So, yes, my hands are shaky, it is because I take multiple medications that cause tremors. And I actually also take one to combat the tremors. So now that people are noticing it again, I think I need to talk to my doctor. So thank you for flagging that. I am okay. I have anxiety, I have asthma, and I'm uh, bipolar as well. So those three things have medications that really make me shaky, especially the asthma. I have this like machine to help me breathe. Occasionally, you know, I have mild to moderate asthma, so it isn't so bad. Um, but yeah, so that's why my hands are shaky. Thank you for wondering and checking up on me. It's very sweet. And the last question I put in here myself, what are your future plans? I wanted to let you know everything that I have happening for September, which is a whole lot. This weekend, I've got the Halloween party on Friday, and I am super excited for that. It's my favorite party, my favorite parade, and the trick or treating and the name brand candy, how as a kid you always scoped out the houses that had the good candy. That was my house, by the way. We used to hand out king size name brand candy bars. So, yeah, my house was popular. After that, I also have Artist Point, which I haven't eaten at since it changed over to Snow White. I ate there when it was just a really expensive restaurant, and it was really nice. And so I am excited to see what Snow White and all of those characters have to offer. And yeah, and I've checked the menu. Yes, please. I am looking forward to that. So expect that in the next 2 weeks or so. So then after that, I also have ideas for more content around breakfast options. And I have done Magic Kingdom twice, Epcot, and I still have to do Studios and Animal Kingdom. So I will be on that very soon. I will continue my resort tours. The next one on my list is Pop. So, and I've never actually been there ever. So it's exciting to see a brand new resort that I've never seen before. So yeah, that'll take us into November when I can start making holiday content, which is my favorite content. All of the new holiday foods and snacks and the Main Street, the wreaths and all of that stuff. Oh, I can't wait. I love Halloween, but I love holidays more. So that's about it. That wraps up my little Q&A here. I hope that you enjoyed this and it helps you understand more where I'm coming from as a fan and as a person. Oh yeah, I live in Florida, obviously, and I go to the parks like once a week ish. If it, isn't a holiday time and it isn't too crowded, which is why I like to go first thing in the morning because that's when it's the least crowded. Yeah, so that wraps this up, and I hope that you enjoyed this little Q&A, and I look forward to bringing you a lot more content in the future. Have a magical day.